by the pool, Neil Hamburger.
I know, but it's uncomfortable.
Are we on? Roll the intro sequence, if this is airing now. We have an intro sequence some folks in New York City prepared. The same folks that make that spoiled salsa. Here we go. Are we on? Let's have a round of applause for Weird Al Yankovic. Thanks for coming out, Weird Al. All right. I guess we have to do our own show now. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Neil Hamburger, and we're here on national internet television with our special, unique interview show, which we are very much hoping you'll enjoy. Tonight we've got one of the top acts of Generation Vomit from this group. Do you remember their hits? Remember these guys? Remember their hits? They had a lot of hits, and we got some of them here tonight to try to spice things up on this show, which has been a shambles on the previous episodes to date. We've got Mr. Jack Grisham here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, we don't have a camera to show him, so this is already a disaster. Can we cut to our guest tonight? You assholes. We got a guest here. This isn't just, hello? Here we go. Getting his hair done. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jack Grisham from the True Sounds of Liberty. This man is the Elvis Presley of the Vomit generation. These punk rock bands that come in and throw up on stage, and the screaming. Have you been screaming lately?
A lot of screaming, a lot of spitting, and
spitting,
kind of prowling.
Prowling. Whatever happened to a clarinet? Have you ever heard of a clarinet? But no, they'd prefer to crap into a bowl on stage and that type of thing. Is that what your band does?
Little shit throwing and pederasts.
Pederasts and the whole 10 yards. That is the sort of thing that the punk rock movement has cursed our great nation with. But Jack, I have some questions for you tonight, if you don't mind answering them. I suppose you'd rather answer them.
It's a privilege to be on the show. That's what
I want to say. Well, thank you. Let's have a round of applause for courtesy, common courtesy, which we need more of in this world.
Back from a tour, you're always invigorated and ready to roll. Look
very much invigorated. I'm back from a tour. I was just in Australia. If anyone out there from Australia wants to give me a call, who maybe I met during the recent tour, I just got back a couple of days ago. And of course, Jack, your group, the True Sounds of Liberty, is playing at the Casino Morongo in Cabazon, California, with Rancid. Is it one of the hottest groups on the charts right now?
Right.
And when is that show?
I don't know. October. It's in October. We graduated. We finally moved our way up to casinos.
Casinos.
Casino
From playing in filthy basements and. Do you
right.
gamble? Have you ever gambled away all the proceeds
from
the show?
A lot of gambling, gambling and drugs.
Drugs.
And underage
sexuality.
Activities.
So is it true, then, that the punk rock movement is very filled with a lot of the drugs and the sexuality and the human filth that I believe is destroying our nation?
Right, a lot of it. Mostly, that's what makes it good. I think that's what really brings it out, the best in people.
And what about the new era of punk rock groups? Of course, have made a lot more money than this man has. Do you think that these groups should spend less time in front of the mirror and maybe more time shoveling coal? Would that help their music?
Well, I think one of the big differences is that they wear condoms. That's a lot of it. You know what I mean? That was like something that was never... You know, I mean, that's how you can tell the difference between like old school punk rock and new school punk rock. Is when you're asleep with someone and they demand a condom, then you know they came up later.
That's the Blink 182 generation.
That's
am I right?
That's well condom covered.
Okay, but you people were all filthy and disease ridden. Have you ever spent time in prison?
No actual prison, but
okay,
quite a few arrests for misunderstanding.
Jack, now you are part of what I call Generation Hate, Generation Sick. These people who come out with the vomit music and that sort of thing. And much like Weird Al, who we saw earlier tonight,
yes,
you had your own novelty song. I believe it was called Code Blue, and it was about having sexual intercourse with the corpses.
Yeah, and there was just
people.
a great story. Just 3 kids just dug up a body. Did you see? I don't know if you saw that, but 3 kids just dug up a body in Minnesota. They saw the picture of a girl in a magazine or in the paper obituary, and I guess she looked good to them, so they dug her up, and they caught them digging her up, and but there's no crime against necrophilia in that state.
You are kidding.
No, no, it's good to go. I guess, sodomy's wrong, but fucking dead girls is all right in Milwaukee. I think we're all right there. So.
This is why we live in California. You hear so much about how sick it is out here. Am I right, Tom? We got Mr. Tom Green in the house tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And Weird Al is standing over here. You can't believe the celebrities that we attract here. We've got the Backstreet Boys are over there in the toilet, and we've got a lot more lined up for you tonight if you do stick around, which some of them haven't.
Right.
Unfortunately, we're talking to an empty wall. But despite some of the wonderful melodies, and they are rich, love-soaked melodies that your group has brought the world over the years, despite these wonderful, wonderful classical melodies, there has been an element of violence at your shows. Am I right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it. They all seem real happy kids to me.
So no one has ever been
no,
stabbed?
I've never seen a shooting once or twice.
Broken necks?
No necks are broken.
But in fact, this man is lying, because we know for a fact a man was shot on stage at one of their shows in the House of Blues on the Hollywood Sunset Strip. Is that true? And what was your involvement in the shooting?
I'm still paying the lawyers for that.
You're still
I can talk about it. It's fine. He just got shot. 2 of them.
2 people got shot at your show.
Right.
And you say this is good music?
Hey, I'm not the shooter. I wasn't the shooter.
Weird Al, who got shot at your shows? Nobody.
A couple, but
A couple.
Yeah.
Well, actually, that equals this then.
That's right.
So you're part of Generation Hate too.
That's right.
But honestly, what happened with that? That's a horrible story, because these guys, despite all the ribbing, the gentle ribbing that we do on this comedy show, these guys have been presenting songs of love for so long. Yeah. What really happened?
The guy was drunk. He was drunk, and he mouthed off to a guy. They shot the wrong guy. That's what I told the cops. They always shoot the wrong guy. This guy was drunk. I'm talking to I don't know who the man was I was talking to, some man, and the guy came in drunk, and he was like being racist and just saying a bunch of stuff, and upset this guy that I was talking to, and he walked away, and then later on they came back and upset him some more, and he just pulled out the gun and just shot the one guy in the mouth, and it went through his mouth and into the other guy's shoulder. So,
oh man.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but they shot the wrong guy. That's why I told the detectives called me. I go, hey, they shot the wrong dude, man. Because the guy that was the jerk, they didn't shoot.
It's always that way. Bobby Kennedy, remember that one?
Right.
They shot the wrong guy.
Should have shot Ted instead. Is that what you're saying?
I can't advocate anything such as that.
Right. Exactly.
Spiro Agnew was available for shooting, believe me. Is the Secret Service going to come after me now because of that?
You're not.
Jesus.
Right.
Now, he's been dead for years. If we shot Spiro Agnew, it would not hurt him.
And it's not illegal in Milwaukee. You can shoot dead people all you want.
You can have sexual intercourse because they're in a better place now.
That's right.
Hell.
That's right.
Which is much better than where we are tonight, which is 10 Apricot Lane, Los Angeles, California. The phone's working, but
nobody's calling.
No, there's people calling, but they're all, sick in the head, and we're trying to avoid that. All right, let's see what we got here. We got some calls here tonight.
Go get it working for you.
Hello, you're on there with Mr. Jack Grisham and Neil Hamburger. You cocksucker. No, this is a disaster.
Is it not working?
Maybe I'm not working. Did we ever consider that?
Try that one. There we go.
No, I know the phone because it worked with you guys, but it's working. Hello? Who is this?
Brian.
Brian? What kind of a name is that? Where are you calling from, Brian?
I'm calling from Illinois.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
No?
What's your zip code?
60...
No, he's off.
That is not Illinois, Brian. No, where are you really calling from, asshole?
Illinois. No worries there. Hey, the channel's not working.
Oh, shit. The channel's not working.
The channel's not working. What's happening here?
This is a disaster. What happened?
Is it working? Am I the only one it's not working for?
Yeah, it's Billy's latest album. That is correct. That is not a question, however, though.
Right. My question is, in the last one that was put on YouTube that I just saw, you were looking for some ice, and the camera goes into the hotel room, and there's Bonnie Prince Billy on the floor, tied up with a magazine in his mouth, and there's a dumbbell next to his head, and there's some blood, and I was just wondering, what happened? What happened with you and Bonnie Prince Billy in that situation?
Well, the magazine in his mouth is Veranda Magazine, which is one of the greatest magazines for home decorators and that sort of thing. And I'm afraid that's all I can tell you at this point about what happened with the murder of Bonnie Prince Billy, which unfortunately I don't want to say anymore because we have our own lawyers fighting those battles at this point. But we do appreciate your call, and we appreciate your patience, and we appreciate your interest. And good luck in Japan. That is a fine country. Have you been there, Jack?
No, never. No,
with the group?
No, never. We can't. We have trouble leaving the actual states.
Have you played overseas?
Europe, yeah.
Europe. Which
That's
countries in Europe?
Sweden.
Sweden, with the sensuous women over there,
right,
huh?
very nice.
That they
Yeah,
invented
Italy,
the massage over in Sweden?
Yeah,
and
Italy, Germany, France.
Germany,
Yeah,
Germans.
the Germans.
Okay.
All right, they're big. The women are big with large hips.
The bones, the gigantic
Yeah.
bones. All right, we're taking calls right now. Could we put the phone number on the screen? We need to get some more calls here. This is very sad. 323-845-9976. We got one right here. Hello, you're on the air.
Oh, good. Good to hear. Yeah, I got a quick question for the both of you. What are your guys' influences musically?
Well, for me, it's Frank Sinatra Jr.
Classic.
And,
I don't know. I don't understand.
influences musically. Nothing.
Nothing.
No influence.
No influences, huh?
Nothing.
You sound hostile. He's hostile on the phone. Is my hair all right? Okay.
All right, thank you, guys.
All right.
Where did you call from for that? That is pathetic.
Yeah, I'm loading it up to my computer.
Hey, who's this?
What's up? It's Jeremy Klein. Because Jeremy Klein gave it the bitches in Japan. The bitches in Japan.
Okay.
Oh, my.
Isn't it awful to be on internet television?
Yeah, I wish you had left it. I'd like to figure out what that guy was kind of getting about. If he could call back, I don't understand any of that.
They come from, from far away, and what do we got here?
Neil, looks like you got a cocktail coming, my friend.
Here we go. Hamburger. Who's on the line? Where are you calling from?
Hello. Yes, this is Captain Brad calling from Long Beach. Is Jack there?
Not this.
Long Beach, California, or Long Beach, Rhode Island?
No, Long Beach, California.
Captain Brad, it's a pleasure to hear from you this evening.
Oh, good evening. Is this Jack?
Yes, it is, Brad.
Yes, we're down at the harbor now. We're directing traffic, and the ships are coming in and out. I was wondering if you had that $50 you owe me.
This has got to...
Yeah, we need some better quality of calls. Jack, I have a question for you.
Yes, please.
I hope this doesn't sour the mood of tonight's show, because it has been very carefree. But in 1983, you left the group True Sounds of Liberty.
Right.
And at that point, this group continued on with a completely new lineup, eventually ending up with no original members at all. This has happened, of course, with the Platters, with the Coasters, with the Drifters, but it never, to this point, happened to one of the punk rock type of musical groups. Now, what the hell happened, and how did you retain the rights to the name and get things back on track?
Well, I think we were following an old rock tradition by doing that.
So it was a positive
I think
thing?
that was I think that was pretty important. And then later on, the name got sold for drugs. So you just, we try to do it all. We don't want to discriminate in any way. We'd like to,
But this new group had a whole different sound, a whole different look. Now, I'm not a fan of this sort of music, but this new group had the gigantic hair and that sort of thing. Has anybody ever come up to you at one of your shows now that you've reclaimed the rights to your name? Has anyone ever come up to you at one of these shows and asked you to sign one of their albums? And what did you do?
That's pretty rough. I just laugh and smile. I just smile. I don't care.
You don't sign it?
No, I don't sign it. I just say, hey, I wasn't on it, and I just set it down and don't sign it. And I just smile at them and be nice.
And you don't?
No, I don't say anything mean. I be nice and pleasant. I wave.
That is a sign of a true gentleman, ladies and
That's
gentlemen.
right. That's why they call me Gentleman Jack.
Gentleman Jack Grisham. Because when I went up to the guy in the Platters with one of my albums by the Platters, the guy got surly, and he had you could smell sardines on his breath and that sort of thing. And
the booze. A lot of those artists
alcoholics
of that type drink a lot.
But not this type.
No.
Okay. We got a lot. The lines are lighting up. You're on the air. Can you believe it? Who are you, and why are you calling?
Hi, I want to talk to Tom.
Oh, yeah? Well, you can go straight to hell. Who do we have now?
Hey, Neil, how are you doing? This is Ryan calling from Canada.
Ryan from Canada.
Listen, Neil, I just wanted to tell you I really enjoy you. After I discovered you on TomGreen.com here, I really like what you do.
Well, Ryan, after I discovered you right here on this very phone, I really enjoy what you do, which is to brighten this show up with your cheerful, upbeat calls.
Nice.
Ryan, I hope you do well in life. If somebody out there has $1 million to send to Ryan, we would appreciate it. Ryan, I'm going to be in your country of Canada next month, and I do hope you'll appear at my shows when I'm appearing in Ottawa, Toronto, and Hamilton, and Waterloo in October. Ryan, where do you live?
I live in Calgary. I'm from Western Canada. But I tell you what, Neil, I like you that much. I will try to save up the money and come down and see you.
Save up the money, because it is a whiz-bang show we've got worked up for you, Ryan. Please come on out. We got some other calls.
No,
that sounds
turn
good.
the volume up.
Thank you, though, Ryan.
Neil, I just wanted to talk to you about your recent tour in Australia.
That's right. What do you want to say?
I just wanted to ask how was it for you, and if you came up for some new material for the team.
Oh, you don't want to hear the old material, Ryan?
Love the old material. I listen to it over and over, and I can't get enough of it. But your new material would be great too. You know, we're always clamoring.
Ryan, we will have some new material in Canada, but let me tell you this. If the Beatles got back together today, would you be very happy if they came out with a bunch of new material? I don't think so. You'd want to hear the old hits. So we do delve into the back catalog of jokes, but there will be a few fresh songs, just as the Beatles did Free as a Bird and that type of thing. So thanks, Ryan, and I hope to meet you someday, and I hope when we shake hands at last that there'll be a $20 bill in your hand, which will work its way into mine. Thank you, Ryan, and let's take some more calls. Poolside Chats, who is this?
Yes, hi, this is Neil Hot Dogger, and I'm in Australia right now.
You are not. Should we just hang up on Neil Hot Dogger?
I don't know. Let's hear
No,
what
I have
Neil's
a
got to
joke
say.
for you.
What's he got? What do you got? A joke for us?
Yes. What do you see when the Pillsbury Doughboy bends over?
What?
Donuts.
Oh.
Oh. That was putrid.
Where are you calling from? Hell itself? Let's get some better calls. Poolside Chats, who is this, and what do you want?
I want you to say catfish.
What? God damn, that's a good call. We're missing this one.
I love you, Neil.
Well, I hate you, asshole. Who's this?
Hey, this is Jason.
Jason, from where?
Columbus, Ohio.
Jason, do you have a question for Mr. Jack Grisham or Mr. Neil Hamburger?
Mr. Neil Hamburger, I have a question for you.
Yeah, what?
Are you guys playing with anybody in Cleveland next month?
Check the classified ads. I have no idea. I know I am going to Cleveland next month, so I hope that you'll buy me dinner there.
Yeah, I'll buy you dinner.
Okay, well, meet me in front of the soup kitchen and we'll get something going. Jack, I have a question for you, if you don't mind. Oh, Tom.
Just going over here. You guys?
You taking a swim?
Yeah, no, I'm just going to get something in the garage. Sorry.
Oh, this is sad. Look how slow he is. When I met this man, he was so fast. Tom and I used to jog around the Canadian stadiums together.
I just got to get something out of the garage.
I hope it is not a rifle.
I don't let me interrupt the show. Sorry. It's an awesome show. I mean, we're all in there watching, laughing.
Yeah, that's why you're going out to the garage.
Yeah, I just got to get something out of the garage.
Carbon monoxide, maybe?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I will not come back.
Unbelievable, the interruptions. Jack, this is something we have to touch on, honestly, in any interview with you. You ran for governor of California?
Right.
In 2004?
Yeah.
You know what? I have a series of diseases, as many of my viewers know, and I do not have health insurance. Yet you ran on a platform of coverage for the working man, folks such as myself, who need Tell us about your experience as a gubernatorial candidate.
It was rough. It was rough. We ended up spending like $500 on the whole campaign. Thank you, sir.
Well, that is more money than I've made all year.
I bring a stylist with me wherever I go.
You have to in
You
this
have to look
business.
good. It's important to look good at all times.
But I voted for you. I was one of the ones that did. I cast my vote,
you.
and I saved the ballot as a souvenir of the experience. But
I came in like 35th
35th out of a field of
of 155.
that is not bad.
No, it's not bad. I got votes in 90-something% of the state.
90% of the votes went to this man, folks. You heard
State.
it here.
State.
90%, and yet he still lost, and that shows you we have to change this
right.
system. But you were interviewed on a series of television networks, CNN,
Right. CNN, Fox. All.
Fox. What happened?
It was good. It was fun. I had a nice time. They said that I sounded like I was the only candidate out here that even sounded like he knew what he was talking about. So it was very pleasant.
Because you had
And they were shocked. I mean, they expected me to come rolling in like a leather jacket and a mohawk, and they say, "Hey, we got the punk rock candidate coming in," and I'd come in a nice business suit with an entourage of women, nice women with me, and they were just they didn't know what was coming. They were very clueless.
Are you going to run again? I mean, there was some momentum going there, and I think it tailed off right on the day of the election. But if we'd had
the day we started,
a couple more days, I think you could have had it, because the people are not satisfied.
No, it's very rough. It's rough, but I'll never run again. I got the kids. All the kids in my neighborhood have got stickers that say Grisham 2007. But I'm not gonna run again. I refuse to participate in a government that condones the murder of children.
Well, when were they doing that?
They're still doing it right now, man. Right now. No part of it. I give up my taxes and that's it. Nothing else.
Well, we could use you in the White House.
Yeah, yes, you could.
All right.
I could fly.
Let's take a call. We have, the lines are lighting up. Folks, we have
Please.
100,000 calls right here. This is unbelievable. And I know you all have questions, and we'll get to all of you, believe me. Who is this, and where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Boston.
Where?
Boston?
Boston.
Boston, which state?
Massachusetts. Who's the gentleman with the comb?
That's
Somebody direct that fucker over to Neil's hair.
No, nobody. No, because
The hair looks like my father bending over in the bathtub.
Well, you would know that because you just had intercourse with your father earlier before you made this call. You piece of shit! Don't call and interrupt my show. What do we have here?
Hey, Mr. Hamburger.
Yeah, what?
How you doing? I'm a big fan of the channel and a big fan of your show.
Well, you've
And
got.
I was just wondering, are you going to be back regularly, like each week, or? Because I really missed you these past couple weeks.
Send an email. Send some emails and tell them I want to see more of this guy. He has got what it takes.
I think a telegram's a little more substantial than an email.
Telegram to 10 Apricot Lane.
Right.
Will do. Thanks.
Where are you calling? Boston?
No, that's
Seattle.
Seattle. You know what? I'm coming to Seattle in October.
Really? All
October
right. I'll come.
21st at Chop Suey.
No, you have another one.
Chop
now.
Suey. Come by.
He's on.
Who is this?
Hey, Neil. How's it going?
Awful. What do you want?
No, I'm okay. I'm glad your show wasn't canceled. I was a big fan of it. I am a big fan.
It almost got canceled because they had this show with a man with the diseases all over his genitalia. It was a reality show, and he was trying to pee, and all that came out was a pus. And this show was destined to be a hit.
No, definitely. I'm a big fan.
It tanked. No, nobody wanted to see that. They wanted to watch this instead. So now we're on the air here with Jack, who is an idol to many and a great guest, and we're having a great time. And what is your question?
Okay, Jack. I'm an old school horror fan, and I know you did a song for the Return of the Living Dead soundtrack.
No.
And basically, I just wanted to ask, how did you get into that?
That was not him.
What was your, okay, well,
Those were the doppelgangers.
Yeah, I don't know how they got into that. Somebody got him into that. That was after I left the band.
I was just wondering.
No, that's all right. Thank you.
But that was not the real TSOL, and even worse, that was not a real authorized Living Dead sequel. That was not a George Romero sequel. So
No, it was not.
The whole
I
thing
know, it
is
was
a
more of a
sham.
comedian aspect there. Okay, we'll keep up the punk and keep it real.
Thank you very much.
You rock, Neil. Take care.
Keep up being completely
Now, wait,
brain
now-
disturbed.
Now look, did you see
Sorry,
how...
man. It was my
No,
bad.
it's okay, bro. Hey, it's all right. All right, all right. Thank you. Have a good night. Now, see how polite I was?
Bye.
I'm very polite and nice, and I'm a gentleman.
And I'm not, because I need to learn from this man. What do we
Right.
have?
Hello? Hello?
Neil?
Yes, you're with Neil, please.
Neil, I love your comedy, and I have a question for Jack.
For Jack, okay. That's what we like to hear. He was just about to hang up on you. Why don't you ask him, Jack, why were you about to hang up on me when here I have the utmost respect for you and was calling with a question? What's your question for Jack?
What does the name of your band mean? Where'd you get it?
To what?
The name of the band.
Three Scums on L.
There we go.
You're on, please.
Hello!
Hello.
Who is this?
This is Joe from Whittier.
Nice.
Joe, Whittier. Good town, huh?
Yeah, great town.
Yeah.
That's where Nixon is from. Richard Nixon was from Whittier, California.
No, he practiced law in Whittier. He was from Yorba Linda.
Yorba Linda, and that's where
Yeah,
he
I went to
resides
Whittier
today.
College,
Have you been
so-
to the Yorba Linda Richard Nixon Museum and Library?
Yes, sir, that's the one.
That is a good time.
Anyway, Jack.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
I heard that you guys might not be around after October, and this is the last time we might get a chance to see you guys. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true. Everybody's moving. They're all moving. I think the last time we're playing is the start of December. First weekend of December, I think we're doing 2 shows in Long Beach, and that's the end.
Where are they moving?
That's too bad. Well, anyway, put me on the list for the Galaxy.
All right, you got it. You got it, man.
I worked on your campaign for governor.
Oh, nice. So you got my number, 714-969-9835.
All right, man. Talk to you later, Jack.
All right.
You guys have a good night.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
The calls are
always
getting better,
and I'm always polite, Neil. And do you see that? I'm always polite.
and that's the secret of your success.
I think one of the most important things in show business is to make sure that you always put out a positive attitude.
Okay.
Very positive, polite. You always look well.
Yeah. Well, let's see what these cocksuckers have to ask us.
Speak.
Who is
Speak
this?
kindly of others.
Who are you?
Hi, my name is Brian. I'm from Jersey.
You already called Brian.
No,
No, I
that was
didn't.
Brian from Boston.
Brian, what city in Jersey? Cinnamonson?
No, Old Bridge. I have a question for Jack.
Yes, sir.
Did he read the book American Hardcore, and what did he think of it if he did?
I was just in that movie.
There's a movie?
There's a movie. Have you seen the movie? It just came out. It came out. Where are you from? The movie? Is that what you're doing? No, it comes out September 29th.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. What do I think about it?
Yeah.
It was okay. It was good. I mean, the movie was okay. I like a lot of those guys. They're friends and they're nice. I mean, what are you looking for? Are you trying to get me to complain?
No, I was just wondering, how close to the truth a lot of stuff the other people in that book said.
I think a lot of people in that book take themselves way too seriously.
Yeah. All right, thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
See you.
You're a great caller. And are you?
For real.
Who is this?
This is Matt from San Diego, and I have a question for Jack.
Nice. That's nice. San Diego's very
That's
nice.
a hot town.
Very nice.
A lot of sensuous women down there.
Jack, I was curious if you are familiar with Peter Camejo, who's running for governor currently under the Green Party, and what are your thoughts on him if you are?
I don't. But look, I'm wearing a Black Flag T-shirt from San Diego. You ever see that band Black Flag? Anyway, no.
I have not seen Black Flag down here. I grew up in Hermosa Beach, though, so I'm very familiar with them.
Oh, good. Yeah, I looked at it. I'm done. I'm done. It was running for governor was a very sickening experience. It was sickening. It was just frightening how much ass kissing you have to do to get anything done or get close to people. And once you start kissing that much ass, you start giving up things, and it just starts taking the edge off you. So they get these guys that come in and they mean something and they want to do something, and after they go through this process of kissing all this ass, they're basically worthless when they get in any position to help anyone. It's a terrible experience.
I don't feel it's possible to maintain integrity while running for political office?
Not for any length of time. No, I mean, not maybe at the start. Yeah, of course at the start I do, but after any length of time, no, I don't. I think it completely wears you down, and I'm on the theory now that government should just be run by lottery. You should just get a lottery in the mail, and all of a sudden they say, hey, you're governor this week, bro.
They did it in Athens.
Yeah,
it was a pleasure speaking with you.
Thank you.
The quality of calls is getting better and better.
And they're very intelligent callers. You get quite the callers on your show.
It is because of the tux.
Nice,
that
very
brings
nice.
the level of quality up. Who is this?
Hey guys, how's it going? This is Joe from Irvine.
Irvine, yell louder because we're having trouble hearing you because you're mumbling.
I'll speak louder. Is that better?
Yeah, that's better.
Great. First off, Neil, was that your LA show? Great show.
It's
People
Spaceland.
haven't been out there to see you or are truly missing out.
Well, you're a gentleman.
Jack,
Thank you.
Jack,
Yes, sir.
talking with a friend of mine the other day, And with all of this retro reunion stuff, is there any remote possibility that we might see a potential Cathedral with Tears reunion in the near future?
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? No, I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. I don't even know if any of those guys are still around. I like that band. I had fun on that band. There was a lot of dating going on during that band.
That was a new wave sort of group that you have.
That's right. Very new wave.
You guys that this is going back a few years. I hope it doesn't give everything away. You did a benefit show back at Irvine Meadows. I know the Minutemen were on the bill and a couple other acts.
Right. I remember that. Yeah, it was a benefit for. I'm always doing a benefit for somebody.
I think that was before KNAC turned heavy metal, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. No, you're totally right. I remember that show. My little nephew went with my mother. He was sitting there flipping me off.
So we're still out there.
Yeah. No, hey, thanks, man.
Anyhow, everybody, again, go check out Neil.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Neil and Jack and a whole bunch. What a wonderful world we live in for entertainment. You know, when Red Skelton died, the world mourned, and they said we may never have this great of entertainer again. And then Jack was born, and I was born, and the wheel keeps turning.
That's
Am I right?
Very nice, very nice. Now, I'm really impressed with the callers you have on your show. Very knowledgeable, very polite. Yeah.
No swearing.
Hope one day we can get Neil over to Japan too.
Are you in Japan too?
No, I'd love to see Neil over in Japan.
Well, I did a show in Malaysia, and that didn't go so well, so I don't think we're going to go to Japan, but I would like to. Let's take some more calls. What do we have here? Who is this, and where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Jimmy. I'm calling from Lakewood.
He's so full of shit. Hey, this is the same guy. You can hear the voice. It's the same guy that was on before.
No, it's not. It's not.
Lakewood? What's the zip code in Lakewood?
Pardon me?
What is the zip code for Lakewood?
It's 90807.
No, it's not.
No?
No.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I was just interested in his shirt.
Yeah, you're a sick individual. Who is this?
Hi, I got a question for Jack.
Yes, ask away. We're taking questions all night long until they throw us out of here.
He sounds hostile. This one sounds hostile.
Yeah, this is a hostile. He's trying to take over the show. Are you with Pepsi? Are you trying to ruin this show with advertising? It's not going to happen.
Because he's coming on right away.
What do you think of Alex Jones and what he's doing?
Who?
Alex Jones.
Never heard of Alex Jones?
Yeah, Infowars.com.
I think he's a piece of shit, and his website is diseased with viruses. If anyone visits that site, it will download a virus onto your computer that you'll never be able to get rid of, so don't go there.
I don't know if that's true, Neil.
Who is this?
This is Jared.
Jared, I love you, Jared. Thank you.
What's up, man?
We're just hanging out. We've got, you know, as you can see, the dancing girls are behind us, and we've got the rainbow dancers over here, and we've got a pelican flew in from the Pacific Ocean and was on Jack's shoulder, and we're having a great time. What do you want?
That's awesome. All I want to know is if your guest knows Henry Rollins' original last name.
Do I care?
You should, though.
Why is that?
It's really representing Black Flag.
Who is representing Black Flag?
Your guest. I don't know your
This T-shirt. Did you read it? It says Black Fag. It's not
Black Flag.
No, the T-shirt says Black Fag.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yes, sir.
God, I feel like an idiot.
That's all right. Thank you.
You feel like one because you are one. What do we have here? That is the sound of a man's small penis beating against the side of a cardboard box. We can do better. Who is this?
Yes, please.
Hi, I want to ask Jack about the House of Blues he played at.
We already covered that. Where were you?
Oh, well, the thing was cut off. The feed was buffering.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you want?
Oh, I just want to know what the story happened. What happened there?
10 people got killed. There was a stampede.
Yeah, but why does he have to pay money?
Because they sued us. One of the guys that got shot sued us. They sue everybody.
That's insane.
I know, it's insane. They didn't sue the adolescents. They sued us. They sued T.S. Well. They sued the House of Blues, and we had to pay $20,000 to a lawyer to defend ourselves, to say that we weren't guilty.
Man, I hope you make that money.
Yeah, we haven't. We're not anywhere close, but I mean, thanks. That's nice of you to ask. Thank you.
You know what?
Can't you return the suit to the club that held you?
No, because the House of Blues said that if we sued them back or fought the lawsuit, that they would make us pay, I don't know, it was hundreds of thousands of dollars. They were going to make us part of the lawsuit that they were settling with the guy out of court.
Oh yeah, don't you just love the law?
Yeah, it's
Government?
beautiful.
Yeah. Good times.
Yes, sir.
All right, good.
Thank you for asking, though.
Good deal, man. No.
Hey, donate some money into these guys' defense fund.
On PayPal.
I gave them 30 cents. That's all I have, Jack.
Thank you,
I'm
Neil.
sorry.
No, and it was. I appreciate it. It was very kind.
Yeah, that was what we have.
TrueSoundsOfLiberty.com.
That's right, baby.
And donate money because these guys are going to be thrown in jail before this is over. Poolside Chats, how are you doing? This could be our last caller. I don't know.
Okay, Neil.
There's an earthquake coming.
DVD today, The World's Funny Man.
What?
You
got your CD.
I got it today.
Okay, is it defective?
No, it's good. The footage is good. It's raw. It's nice and hamburgery, but I'm wondering if there are any Easter eggs.
There is actually a couple of Easter eggs. You know what you want to do, my friend? I am not a technical sort of person, Jack.
Because he's talking about looking for something hidden?
There's something hidden, but we did hide something there, and this is the type of call that really makes having a show like this worthwhile.
Exciting.
Go to the FBI warning, right?
Okay.
And hit the chapter forward twice.
Okay.
But the FBI warning only plays for about 8 seconds, so you'll need to do this quickly. Forward on the chapter warning 2 times, and you'll see 2 different Easter eggs. So do that. Do that. That sounds like Michael Jackson with his doo-doo feces. Remember that line? No, but do that if you want to see those Easter eggs. That is a great call. That is the kind of call that you can't put a price on.
That's
Do you
exciting.
have Easter eggs on your DVD?
No.
He has a question for you anyway.
We don't hide anything. Everything.
Jack, what do you think of Glenn Danzig?
What do I think of him?
Yes.
I don't know. Come on, stop. What are you looking for,
He's
man?
got something to
You know what?
say.
I don't deal with him enough to think about him. I don't know.
He's not watching right now.
No. God bless them all. You know what I mean? They all do what they do, and that's fine with them. Me.
Okay, thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
Thank you. We're going to take a couple more calls before this turns into an all-night-long telethon for some of the diseases. Shabbat.
Shabbat's very nice. I like to pledge to Shabbat because I see my name go down underneath.
How much have you pledged?
Quite a lot.
Quite a lot.
Yes, every time.
All the money from those albums. We're going to take a couple more calls. How are we doing? Is this even airing? Who is it, and what do you want?
Hello, Mr. Hamburger. This is Deputy Alan Lupiani calling.
Where are you calling from, Alan Lupiani?
Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn, New York. I know that town well. That is the original home of the Dodgers baseball team.
What's the zip code?
Yes, actually I was at Yankee Stadium tonight, so I'm a bit of a traitor.
What's the zip code?
Well, my zip code's 11222.
No, that's real.
That's legitimate.
We've had some false zip code weirdos calling. Do you have a question, or are you just calling to get off sexually?
Well, that's basically why I'm calling, is to ask you guys if you can be a little bit soft here, because it seems like the show in the last 5 minutes or so has lost its edge a little bit.
Oh, fuck you! Huh? Fuck you! There we go. We got an edge back. What do we have here?
That's nice. And he represents us. He said he was a deputy.
New Jersey.
What? New Jersey?
Can you take your hat off?
My hat?
Can you take your hat off, please?
It's on my foot. I can't take it off.
No, he's the same guy that called Weird Al, remember, and asked him to take his hat off.
This guy has got sick. Is Weird Al still here? He left because he'd had enough.
He said sick of.
No, we don't like him. What? We don't like that guy. What? I hope this is a good question, or we're going to come to your house, track you down, and beat you to death with a tire iron.
Yeah, I was curious about the Who Screw and Who CD. It's such a great CD. I was just curious.
Well, thank you. I worked very hard on that.
Yeah, it's like you guys, was it recorded live? How did you guys go about that? Because it seems seamless. I think since it's your best work since the early 80s.
Right, it's all live, all one take. If you listen to it, like even the vocals were cut live too, like Man a Machine that's on there.
Yeah.
You can really tell on that one because we start the song and you hear that we start all together and then it falls apart and then we restart it. So there's nothing. There's no overdubs, nothing. Everything's completely live.
Well, you know what? That was some great work, and I'll hold on to that one forever.
Well, thank you.
You know what? you guys are great, and hopefully I'll get to go see you guys again when you get out to Phoenix. So
yeah, hey, we're going to be out there we're going to be in Phoenix on the 26th
of October.
Oh,
what venue?
fantastic!
I don't know
Madison
where we are.
Square Gardens?
No, that's gone. I love that place.
Where are you
Goddamn.
playing it?
I don't know, but it's the 26th of October. It's probably going to be the last time we'll ever be in Phoenix.
Okay, I'll be there.
Okay.
All right, thanks a lot, Jack.
You're welcome. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Poolside Chats.
Neil,
Yeah.
good to hear from you. You told me a story at one time that you were on Tom Green. This is DJ Nightman from Louisville, Kentucky.
Goddamn, listen to him.
You have a drinking problem, my friend, and that is sad that you would expose yourself as someone with a drinking problem on national internet television. Do you have a question, or did you just call to make a fool of yourself because that's what you've done?
I'm not drinking.
What do you want, then?
I was going to see, is his band going to be in the area of, is he going to come to Kentucky too?
Who?
You said sometime you were coming sometime, I guess, next year.
I'm going to be in Kentucky next year, but I can't tell you when.
Okay. Is he planning on being in Kentucky?
Jack?
I'm going to a personal valet for Neil after this.
We're going to do a benefit for Kentucky Fried Chicken. Apparently some of the potatoes are not of a high quality, so we're doing a benefit for them to purchase better potatoes for their food. Poolside Chats.
Neil.
Yes.
Jason from Long Beach.
Long Beach, which Long Beach? Long Beach, Connecticut?
California.
California.
Hey, and Lakewood is 90807, so that guy was for real.
You work for the post office?
No, I used to live in Lakewood.
Hey, look, do you see the barber? Do you know our barber, Jordan?
No, I don't.
He's from Long Beach, from the Syndicate Barbershop in Long Beach.
Oh. Oh, I know where the Syndicate Barbershop is. Yeah, I don't know.
Do you give Brazilian waxes to fat men?
Only you.
Okay.
He does the back.
Never
He waxed
done that.
my back.
He waxed your back?
Yeah, just around the thing.
Okay.
Neckline. Neckline.
Well, do you have a question for the barber, for the singer, or for the comedian?
I had a question for Neil. How did you ever make it onto the Jay Leno show?
The Jay Leno show? How did I get on there?
Yeah.
As an audience member?
Oh, weren't you a guest on that show?
No, I wasn't. You need to do your research. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. You need to do your research before you make these phone calls. You know, phone calls are expensive, and to make a call like this without having the research done.
And not to mention the mental put out that he did just to make the call.
It is sad, isn't it, that we get this sort of thing, but that's what happens when you have a free-to-air show. Thank you for calling, though. We do appreciate your mental instability. Well, we have to wrap things up. We have time for a couple more calls, but that's it. 2 more.
Okay.
Do you have anything to...
I can stay for 2. I don't have anything to add. I just want to say it's a pleasure to be with you this evening.
It's a pleasure to be with you, Jack. I'd like to know if you have ever done, this is a question because you have been known for being one of the hottest singers in the musical scene, the punk rock scene. Have you ever done vocals for any radio or television advertisements?
Is that a trick question? Not that I can remember, no.
No?
No. Maybe one?
For which, Skittles?
Yeah.
You did a Skittles
No, actually,
ad.
no, you know what? I think I did a radio ad. I think some guy tried to get me to do a radio ad, but it didn't work out, and they weren't very happy with me, and I didn't go along with the program very well.
That is pathetic.
It is pathetic.
We're going to take a couple more calls. 323-555-849.
Can I say this?
Yes.
It's 323-845-9976. Your pledges will make small children happy, and it's always worth it.
We're going to take a call. I'll tell you what, folks, if anybody out there has some sort of sexual sickness, this is the time to get it on the internet, because we're just taking a couple more calls, and that is it. Jack has to hurry out. They're doing a show tonight out in Yuma, Arizona.
Yuma, tonight.
And he has got to get his helicopter, which is on Tom Green's roof right now, and Weird Al is piloting it. And it's a magical moment where things have truly come together.
Look at, they were on and off.
They were on, and then they heard what I said about... Here we go. Hello, you are on the air, or possibly the final caller of our generation. Who is this?
This is Robert.
Robert, from where?
From Houston, Texas.
Oh, nice.
That is a fine town. Have you played there with the True Sounds of Liberty?
I've been to Houston.
Have you played there, though?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I have too. It's a good town, huh?
Yeah, it's a pleasure. He seems hostile, though, for some
I
reason.
bet when you did some of your anger songs, you know, about the government and all that, they didn't take well to that, because that is where the Bush family is from.
Not so...
Well, we're not big fans of Bush. We actually, I attend the University of Houston. We had Kinky Friedman come and talk to us. He's running for governor.
And I think he's going to win. Do you think? Are you going to vote for him?
What?
Are you going to vote for Mr. Friedman?
Well, it's a possibility. I mean, he had some good things to say, but I don't know. It seems like he's got a big show.
So who are you going to vote for? Ann Richards is dead. That's not funny. You are sick. Well, who are you going to vote for, sicko?
Possibly Kinky. I don't know.
People die and this guy laughs. He thinks that's funny. Wait till you die. You know what? 100% death rate in this country. We have not had one person who survives.
No.
They all died. Check out the 1700s. Nobody's left from that. We've got 1 minute to go.
No. I just wanted to let you guys know that we just had a sudden insurgence of popularity on the site because of Tom Green's appearance on The Tonight Show. So maybe you guys could welcome all the Tonight Show viewers if you want.
Folks, if you are tuning in tonight because you are a fan of Jay Leno's magnificent Tonight Show, we've got a treat for you, and that you can call and be part of internet television history with your disgusting, despicable phone calls. If you want to call up and sort of hitch your wagon to Jay Leno's, this is your chance to do so at 323-845-9976. We've got Jack from TSOL, which is one of the baddest bad boy groups that ever walked on the streets of this nation. And of course, Neil Hamburger, which is myself. So we're taking a few more calls, but time is running out here at 10 Apricot Lane, Los Angeles, California. And right now the phones are lit up. We have 100,000 calls. We could take any one of these calls. But I'd like to ask you a question.
I'd like to watch them flash. It's nice to see them flash.
100,000 buttons on this phone. This is a television phone that we borrowed from Jay Leno. Jack, have you ever made a record? And we know you've had a lot of groups over the years, musical groups, from the True Sounds of Liberty to the Cathedral of Tears, which was a sad group, and the Joy Killers, remember that one? Have you ever made a record that you personally were ashamed of?
I've made quite a few records I've been ashamed of.
Ashamed of?
Ashamed of.
How many?
3.
What? Tell us about what went wrong.
The Cathedral of Tears record I was not very happy with.
Ashamed of.
Ashamed.
Yet it fetches big money on eBay.
It does fetch big money on eBay. That was what I ashamed. The first, the second Tender Fury record.
Ashamed.
Ashamed. That's it. 2 records that I've been ashamed of.
And
that's not bad out of all the records I've made. I've made like, I don't know, I can't count.
100.
No. Yeah, you got another cocktail coming, Neil. That's nice.
Another cocktail, and Jay Leno is in the house. You can't see him, but he's over there against the brick wall, and we're having the time of our lives here, taking this call here. Hello.
Hamburger.
What?
Hello. You're live on the air, California.
Yeah, your name's supposed to be like Neil Hamburger.
This is one of the weirdo. Hello, you're on the air. Hopefully you're better than the last person. What?
I'm talking about the Cathedral of Tears, his album or something.
That's what. Are you? Hey, you're on the air.
What about the air?
You're on right now. We just said hello. Hello.
Oh, hey, what's going on, man?
You're on TV.
Oh, hell yeah.
You're on fucking internet.
Never been on that before, man. Man, I don't even know.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you on.
Awesome. What's going on, man? This is the first time for me to call in.
It's not.
We're sitting around eating pizzas and ice cream.
Pizza?
And there's 6 midgets here, and we're juggling. And what do you mean? What's going on? Watch the screen.
You're on the air live. You're live.
Okay, yeah. Website is good. It should be going okay now. So.
What?
Thanks for having me on the air.
Good. Was that a technical call, Neil?
No, you get the occasional people that are,
It seemed like that was a technical call.
Folks, I'm afraid we're going to have to wrap things up. A boy died in the swimming pool. Could we get a shot of the pool behind me? 7 years ago in this swimming pool, a young boy, who I believe his name was Nathan, drowned in this very swimming pool. And this was the saddest thing that ever happened in Los Angeles. This boy was 7 years old, and he died in this pool. Now, there are a lot of reasons that this boy died. One of them is that the parents were alcoholics. They were swingers, and they were into a sensual scene in the rest of the house. Another reason is that this boy had never been trained at swimming, and that is a sad thing. Tom Green purchased this house for about $102,000, which is very cheap for a house in Los Angeles.
Yes.
I can tell you. And it is because of the curse of this young boy. Now, if you've been to the Manson family and any of the hate houses that they frequented, you know that these houses, even with all the murders and hatred that were at these houses, they still sell for $300,000, $400,000. This house sold for $102,000 because young Nathan drowned in this very pool. Could we get a shot of the pool where this 7-year-old boy, who had an unusually large penis for a 7-year-old boy, died in this pool? Now, that is a sad thing, because with this penis, who knows what he could have done with the rest of his life.
Big money in L.A. with that.
Enormous, this penis. And yet, the sad thing is, Jack, and I don't want to put a black cloud over this show, because this has gone very well with Weird Al, who's standing right over here right now. Weird Al, it's good to see you. We loved your parody of the Won't Get Fooled Again by the Who. Weird Al had Won't Eat Prunes Again. So this man has had a lot of great songs. But thank you, Weird Al, for sticking around. But this boy who died, apparently died in this pool, drowned in this pool, not because he couldn't swim, but because he was listening to your songs of hate. How do you respond?
I don't know. I think it's terrible. I think it's a waste of a cock that size to perish so young. I think that's what it really comes down to. I feel bad for that.
You know, when they took the body out of the pool, they left his penis floating in the pool, and it was used as a life preserver for the next 2 tenants. It was so large and engorged with blood and seminal fluids.
Nice.
And it was a wonderful moment in our nation's history. I don't know if you're familiar with Thomas Jefferson. Here comes it. Can we get the dog on screen to wrap this up? We have to end the show, Jack. He's got to get out to Yuma.
A pleasure.
And then he's doing a show in Blythe, California tomorrow night. If you're coming out to Blythe, check out the True Sounds of Liberty. Where are the rest of the guys?
They're
tonight?
Moved.
They're gone. Where are they moving?
Out of state, Iowa, Nevada.
No.
Yeah.
Iowa?
Gone. Iowa. Sioux City.
Who's moving to Sioux City?
Ron, our guitar player.
What is going on there?
He wants to move there. I don't know why. They're all moving. Everyone's
First
leaving.
the tattoos, and then the Iowa.
That's right.
And where's Mike going?
Nevada.
In Las Vegas?
Las Vegas.
You're kidding me. Is he
Swear to
a
God.
poker guy?
He's a tattoo guy.
And that's it for you guys?
That's it.
What are you going to do?
What am I going to do?
Yeah. How about a Tom Jones review?
I think that'd be nice.
You got to keep singing, man. We need these kind of vocals. This world is coming to the end. This is either the end times, and this man has got the vocals that could save us all, and yet he's going to throw it all down the toilet, just like this young boy threw it all down the toilet when he drowned in Tom's pool with his engorged penis.
Yeah. Hey, Tom, you know I played a show at the Ottawa Curling Club.
I got out here because I was listening to the show, and I just wanted to clarify that. Well, no, I don't want to clarify anything. How'd the show go tonight, guys?
It was
nice.
Horrible.
We had a nice visit. I played a show at the Ottawa Curling Club.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you know
in
that?
Ottawa?
1982.
Wow.
In the Ottawa Curling Club. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
How old were you, Tom?
7.
82. I was 11 years old. Yeah.
You didn't make it out, huh?
I didn't to that one, no. That's great. Well, thanks for coming by the channel.
Thank you very much.
It's funny, we just took a great big spike in viewership, and that's why the stream went down for a second, because the Tonight Show just aired on the East Coast, and you guys happen to be doing a live show right now.
Yeah, congratulations.
Neil Hamburger here, of course, hosting his show Poolside Chats, which runs after my show, Tom Green Live.
Every night.
Which is on every night at 11 o'clock.
Beautiful.
We had Weird Al Yankovic here tonight. He was here at the beginning of your show.
Can you believe that he was here? This is, I'm still reeling from this.
It was fun. So I just wanted to pop in and say I'm enjoying the show.
Well, Tom, we're wrapping up the show. We're wrapping it up.
You wrap it up. Let me get slide away. You just thank
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have an internet round of applause for Mr. Tom Green, the true pioneer of the internet age.
Great job, man.
Thank you, Tom, for letting us do this here.
Yeah, let's go grab a beer.
We're going to take our last caller. Who is this?
Yeah, this is Tom.
No, that's not Tom. He's hobbling away on his crutches. Who is this really?
This is Joe.
Joe.
Yeah, I have a question for Neil.
All right.
Yeah, do you have any new racial jokes?
Any what?
Raisin jokes.
Racist jokes.
You know, I haven't tapped into the raisin joke market yet.
Well, you should.
Because the California raisins, you know, the California raisins all got AIDS, and so they were thrown off the charts. But I will work on some raisin jokes. Where are you from?
Oakland, California.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to be doing a show in your town sometime in the next 150 years because my management keeps me busy. And we will try to do some California raisin jokes for you when we get to town.
Okay, thanks, Neil.
Thank you, and thank you, Jack.
Thank you, Neil. It's been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
We'd like to say goodnight to all our viewers and to ask you to please tune in 24 hours a day. I know that your lives are so busy spreading disease and all that sort of thing, but if you could take some time out of your day to tune into TomGreen.com, believe me, it will be worth it in the joy that it will bring to your heart. So do stick around. We've got Jack Grisham here. Jack, if we could wrap things up, could you please tell us where you're playing in the near future so that the fans of this channel can come out and witness your live anger music in
I don't
person?
tell. I'm not telling. I don't care. They don't need to know.
Cabazon.
Need to know where I'm going.
Cabazon, folks. Cabazon, California.
Casino music, baby.
Casino Morongo?
Morongo.
There's a giant dinosaur there. Follow it there. These guys are playing with Rancid.
I know what they could do. They could come out to the Galaxy on October 8th for my friend Gabby from the Cadillac Tramps. He's getting married, and we're playing a little show for him and his wife. That's nice.
Come out to the, where's the Galaxy?
Santa Ana.
Santa Ana, remember Santa Ana? That was one of the historic cities of this generation. These guys are going to be doing shows all over for the next couple of months. Cabazon, Santa Ana, Las Vegas.
Yuma.
And do stick around because in the next few moments we're going to go straight to repeats of some of the previous entertainment. Thanks you folks for tuning in to Poolside Chats. Hopefully this show will continue, but there have been a lot of technical problems and emotional problems that will probably prevent it from continuing. So thank you folks. Good night.
Good night. Yay.